Hey guys, Omni here. Guess what? We got our official trailer for the Explore the Multiverse DC FanDome event, the follow-up to the original FanDome with the Hall of Heroes. They pushed a lot of those segments that they couldn't quite fit into that full 24-hour brick that they tried to do initially. So a lot of the TV shows, a lot of that stuff, a lot of the like thicker panels were getting pushed off into this. From the little bit that I know about it, it's going to be September 12th. I think that hasn't changed. I'm sure we'll see in the trailer here if it has. But it's going to be more customizable. You'll be able to build out your own schedule, and you could kind of do that before, but you were locked into the time frames that they had for the presentations because everything was just kind of on a live reel. This time around, it seems like everything, again, it's definitely going to be more than likely pre-recorded. But I think everything's going to be live from the get-go or pre-recorded from the get-go, and you get to choose how you want to go through these events, which ones you want to prioritize and stuff like that. That's the idea I'm getting. A lot of the DC TV shows that didn't have any panels or anything whatsoever in the initial event is going to be broadcasting at this. From what I've heard, also, because of the people I follow on Twitter, there is a breaking news Arrowverse thing on here. I haven't actually looked at the schedule or the breakdown yet for this, so correct me if they're wrong. But yeah, let's go ahead and check this out because, man, I think that we covered it all day. We did an 8-hour stream of the entire DC FanDome event a couple weeks ago, and we'll be doing the same thing for this. Of course, we'll be able to kind of customize, I guess, which ones we want to do in what order. Not sure what they got for us to lay out or what the schedule's going to be, but I can guarantee you guys we will be doing another full day stream of everything they got on there as far as those panels or anything like that of the sort. So yeah, at least that's the plan. We'll see how it unfolds. If there's any updates or changes to that plan, I'll make sure to let you all know before then. So let's go ahead and drop into the official trailer for DC FanDome 2, Explore the Multiverse. That dummy. Yep, September 12th.
So glad to have you all here. Your heart starts pumping, interacting with the passionate fan base.
Jim.
Now the pressure's on.
There was that was the Lois panel, the Superman and Lois, I think.
The Batmobile is no
Oh!
You are so good looking.
Ah, Carrie Payton.
completely different experience.
I'm dropping the mic.
DC FanDome, explore the multiverse. Free for everyone 24 hours only. All fans welcome. September 12th only at DCFanDome.com.
I mean, all right. I mean, they didn't give us too much. Didn't give us a lot. But yeah, it's a definitely. I would say it's not as hype as the first trailer for the original one because, of course, that's where all the huge ground-shaking announcements happened. But I'm sure we'll get some fun nuggets. I think this is going to be more of the type of panels that we've been seeing for other things like Comic-Con at Home and other kind of get-togethers and things. I think this is going to be more fan-focused, more question-related, more panel-related, going into more depth into some other things. At least that's the way I've had it described when they initially announced that they were breaking this into 2 separate days. So I'm really excited. And we got a couple of snippets of course, the new Superman and Lois show that's coming to the CW with Tyler Hoechlin and Elizabeth Tulloch. I'm curious to see what that's going to do. I really hope they don't continue their current trajectory that they've had with him in the previous seasons and the previous crossovers and stuff like that. I hope they do a lot to like build up that relationship and build him up as a character. Because I think he's a great Superman. I think he does a really good job playing Clark Kent, playing Superman. But anytime they need to involve him in a story, he's always there to kind of fail so that the other CW heroes can like rise above. And it's kind of always been a little annoying because he is literally the godfather of all superheroes. And they've been doing that to him for years now over on that network. And I love CW, but there's some things that they do not handle very well, and I think that's one of them. But Brandon Routh shows up, and Tom Welling shows up. All the respect in the world thrown right at him, but not Tyler Hoechlin, man. Yeah. I'm really excited to see what all they talked about. Like I said, it's gonna. A lot of the TV shows are having their panels shifted over into this. I mean, we only had, Titans. What was it? Titans, Harley Quinn, and why am I blanking on it? Flash show up on the previous main day. So I'm curious to see what all they got. I love comic books. I love Marvel. I love DC, but I'm DC in my soul. And that's why it hurts me when they don't do things right or well, or and I think we're getting some interesting trajectories going forward. And I think once this COVID hiccup is kind of behind us, or at least controllable, I think we're going to more controllable. It will never be controllable until there's like a vaccine or anything like that. But like, I think once it's kind of behind us, I think there's a bright kind of future for DC coming down the pipeline between the Batman, the Snyder Cut coming out, and what that could implicate going forward. Aquaman 2, Wonder Woman when it finally comes out, the Suicide Squad, Black Adam sounds freaking awesome, Shazam 2. There's a lot of fun stuff coming down the pipe, man. I'm really hyped up for it all, and especially on DC TV and stuff. They're kind of pulling things together. The stuff going over on HBO. There's been some solid wins here recently between Doom Patrol, Stargirl, and the recent Watchmen series. They've been knocking some stuff out of the park, man. So I think we got a bright future for DC. I think they finally have some, confident. What's the word I'm looking for? Competent leadership now overseeing things over at Warner Media now that the merger is complete with Jim Lee, Greg Berlanti, and Walter Hamada kind of heading things, and seeing them in the panel last week, the weekend for DC FanDome Part 1, seeing them talk about how this all is going and how they're building these relationships going forward, and how Jim Lee's kind of like this new moderator between the TV world and the film world. I think they're building some structure, which is something that I think old Warner did not have prior to this merger. So I'm hoping at least out of that, we'll get some fun stuff out of this whole world. So guys, what are you excited for? What are you hoping to hear? What are you hoping to have at this part 2 of DC FanDome, September 12th, as we explore the multiverse? Let me know your thoughts, your comments down below so we can carry on the conversation after the video, and make sure to tune in on September 12th because we're going to be covering this event as we did with the last one. Thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.